I bet your arms weigh 40 pounds. You're big for a girl.
Extra long.
As a girl, I really enjoyed this. I thought this was really powerful and really impactful. I think that this highlights the kind of double-edged sword of especially social media, but also society in general. I think that bullying has been a problem for way longer than social media, but I think the ease in which people can bully, put other people down, make comments they wouldn't necessarily make to somebody's face, the ease that social media has given them, the platform in which it's given them to be able to do it from the safety and security and the bolstered confidence of being behind your screen miles and miles away, I think is something that has had a insane impact on self-confidence, the societal kind of beauty standards, but also mental health and all of these things that I think this really illustrates beautifully. That you have the comments, you know, these things, they do occur, they do happen. You have like the trolls, you have the hater comments, and it can really get to people. It can get inside their head, and I would argue that the problem is not even necessarily that they occur. That is a problem, I'm not saying that, but it's that once you've read those comments, you read them in your own voice. You don't read them as if you are hearing somebody else say them. Like when you read anything, at least in my head, in my experience, when I read things in my head, like it sounds like me. I'm the one that's reading them. So I think that's where part of this issue and part of this problem comes from, is you might be reading what somebody else is writing, but you're hearing it in your own head and you're hearing it in your own voice, and that's what sticks with you. And those are the thoughts, those are ideas that become little seeds that have been planted, and sometimes, you know, they grow and sometimes they, you know, kind of take over. And I think that is what has led to really astounding mental health crisis concerns, especially with the younger generations, where social media and your presence on social media makes such a big impact on your social status and how your friends treat you and things like that. The importance that social media has gained in society, I think can directly be linked to the mental health issues that a lot of people are having because of this kind of negative hater troll phenomenon. And I really liked that they also then highlighted the other side of that, where you do find and have people on social media that will bolster you, that will bolster your confidence, that will be in your corner, that will give compliments and give good heartfelt comments freely just because they can and just because it, you know, makes them feel good to say it. You know, you'll also find those people and then personally making the choice to make those the louder voices, making the choice to make those comments have more importance and have them weigh more. I think that this film did a really great job of highlighting that.
As a girl, this was really good. I mean, the cinematography was off the chart beautiful, absolutely. But the thing that strikes you about this film is the spotlight that it puts on bullying, cyberbullying, as well as body dysmorphia. The lead who we're following, hearing all of the voiceovers, you immediately have empathy for her because you know what's going on. And you can put yourself in her shoes and feel that. She did an amazing job. As a dancer, as an actress, you can see the pain. The choreography in this was really stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I liked this. I thought that you guys did a fantastic job.
I liked it as a girl. I thought it was definitely moving, yo. Definitely had all the feels and hit all the feels like a fiddle, a nail on the head type beat. I thought that performing, the acting, to act and dance is impressive. You know, to be a dancer and an actor at the same time is impressive, and she nailed it. Uh, I like the sound design, the voices coming in and out. I thought that was really well blended with the music, really well timed for the pacing. Um, I thought it was emotional, yo. I felt for her, and I also like that it ended on a positive note. I was scared for a while that it was gonna end on like she kills herself or something, whatever. But like I like that it was, you can self-talk your way up, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't all doom and gloom and it ended on a positive note. Now I liked it. So great job.
As a girl, this was a really compelling and moving meditation on the effects of external opinions and online negativity and hate, specifically towards women. Beautiful physical exploration of the push and the pull of these, the force that they have on the body, the weight or the weightlessness, the depression, the lack of momentum to leave bed, wanting to connect but being held back, or then the propelling of movement and exploring freely when these are lifted, when these are quelled and silenced. And I thought having the comments read aloud as a soundscape was really impactful to dance amongst and to fight physically. Great performance. She was very brilliant, very expressive, and carried this juxtaposition in a really powerful and grounded way.
We have a lot of discussion of self-hate and how social media can heighten the insecurities of that self-hate and of body images and so on and so forth. And so the use of VO as social media comments was brilliant. And I loved how it adjusted between the hate that you'll see on social media and then the support. It was very effective because it was very reminiscent of what it's like scrolling through a comment section. There's going to be some comments that are so purposefully hateful, and there's going to be some that are motivating, and it's going to be a mix, and you're not going to leave it knowing exactly how to feel. And that's just if you're a bystander looking in non-biasedly. It is a whole different experience when it is people talking about you. I like the makeup used to symbolize this mascara stained face to showcase emotion. She's clearly being upset, crying. And you can really see the arc in the performer from her insecurity to confidence, which is heavily reflected in the movement choice and choreography choices, which was a very beautifully arced piece.
As a girl, this was just beautiful. Really beautiful message, wonderful message, really beautiful performance, and just such a statement on the cruelty of people, social media especially, but just people in general, how cruel we can be to each other. And I think the biggest message, though, that I took from it is to not let what people say get to you, because when we focus on the negative, we don't hear the positive. So if you stop listening to the negative, you're going to hear that positive side. I just thought it was beautiful. Cinematography was beautiful. Very emotional performance by the I call her an actress dancer because she did so well emotionally as well. The struggle was real. Just nice direction and editing as well. And the music was beautiful. I love the dance with this story. It was just, especially a dancer, because I think somebody who's not stick thin in the dancing world, you expect that for some reason. Even as an audience, I think we expect to go in and see these stick thin girls, and dancing can be really harsh that way. So I think this specific story was great with the dancing, but it also can just be with, listening to people judge you and criticize you blocking that out and focusing on the positive and how wonderful every one of us is. So great job. I love this.